Hello, family. Thank you so much for joining us for our quarantine anniversary. All right, family, you know what time it is. Let's get cooking. Okay, so for our quarantined anniversary, we are going to have an appetizer, which is going to be a seafood nachos. Have you had that before? Good. So you're going to shred your cheese, or you can just buy it already shredded, but it melts so much better.
Oh, idea. I know Mama cook again. This time, Mama shred the cheese and then it turned into these long cheese things. And then you just shred these. Do it again, Mama. I love that part.
Okay, so now we gotta get this seafood nice and clean. You wanna get all of that gunk off of there, all that bacteria, all that dirt, all that sea stuff that we do not want in our pot with our good seasoning in it. Clean that sink out if you have some more seafood. And we have lobster tail. All right, so we're going to build our nachos. I want you to put the foil down into whatever container. If you're cooking it on a cooking sheet, anything that you're using, this makes it so much easier because you know you have all of that cheese, that melted goodness, that liquid gold, as they say. And you're just going to layer them. Layer it however you want. It's going to be delicious, I promise. And we're going to head to the oven with this once we layer this cheese on here and make it nice and bubbly. Ooh, so tasty. So that's basic, that's bare, but then you can dress it up too. We have options. Look at this. And we know that seafood doesn't take that long to cook, so we are going to prepare dessert. We are making apple turnovers today. So I got some apples, I cut them up, I chopped them just enough for what we needed. The recipe is just before this clip. I'm going to use half of the amount of sugar in here just to get the sugar and the seasoning all over those apples, making them extra delicious before we get them in the butter. Move it. So we're going to saute these until they're good and soft. You don't want them to be mushy. You still want them to have a little bit of a bite, but you want that butter, all that. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. You want all of that right there. You want all of that. That is a technical term, by the way, all of that. So you're going to add that second half of sugar that I told you to save. just to get a little bit more juice, just get a little bit more of that meltiness and deliciousness when we fill them. The seasonings that I use will be in the description below. However, I just boiled my lobster for about 4 minutes, and then I took them out, let them sit for a minute, and I'm going to let you see me chop them up because we're going to make some little mini lobster rolls. And they already have good seasoning because of what I put in the pot. So now we're going to saute some spinach. I just took some frozen spinach. I put a little bit of butter in the bottom, some salt and some pepper, and sauteed it up. Ooh, that was so good, y'all. Like just thinking about them lobster rolls alone. All right, so let's get to the fun part. We're making our dessert. So I just took the regular pie crust that you find at the store. I rolled it out. Don't use a rolling pin or anything because you need it to be thick to be able to hold that good juicy apple or whatever fruit you decide to use in there. I think I'm going to try strawberries next. So we're going to fill them up. We can make them pretty, but at this point we were ready for a good dessert. So I stuffed them as much as I knew it would fit, and then we're going to fold them over. And we don't have eggs in the house. The water and the butter work just fine. I just put a little bit there to seal. And then you'll see me go through and crimp it with the fork, just to make sure that everything closed. So here I'm adding a little bit of butter on top because you know you need it. And I'm going to put some cinnamon and sugar on top as well to add a little bit of flavor to the dough itself. Yummy, yummy. And I'm crimping it there with the fork, just going around all the open areas. Ooh, get you some good ice cream with the apple turnover. Absolutely delicious. So I did tell you guys that this is our anniversary dinner. So we are celebrating 11 years of marriage. We actually took these pictures at our 10-year mark because we did a vow renewal with all of our family. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you for watching.
Thank you for watching
See you
Mama's
next
video. Comment, like,